Welcome back to Streamline Entertainment. We're going to go back to the beach video, and I was listening to 1111 the other day about that. She actually thinks this video is part of the scenario which happened to Jay. It had been debunked, and I think it has something to do with Luggy and Chris Tenerife due to the sound. I think it basically was, I'm 95% sure, you can never be further, I'm 95% sure that Lucy was actually talking about Jay being stabbed on the beach. I thought he wouldn't get stabbed. I truly think, because I've trolled back and spent hours looking for this video, and these videos only came out a couple of days later, when actually a week later, when Jay actually went missing. So I do think these are kind of crucial to the actual case. So we're just going to remind ourselves. It seems a bit of a coincidence that you can clearly hear someone's name called Jay be mentioned in this scenario. And sometimes you've just got when I heard it, a hunch feeling that, especially if you've been following the case, an emotional connection that this actually took place. And sadly, I do think a lot of things happened to Jay that shouldn't have happened, which were not good, I think. And I do think that he went into survival mode. But I think there were so many people involved in the disappearance of Jay. It is hard to actually make out what actually happened. I do understand it. Sometimes, yeah, we are chasing our tails, but the main thing is we do want justice for Jay. I'm going to move over because we back each other, and 11 True Crime, if you haven't subscribed to her, she's very, very knowledgeable in the Jay Slater case. And I think that some of the things she's actually come up with have put this case together, especially over the last couple of months, where, like I said, a lot of us were chasing tails and thinking what actually, she put pieces together that I didn't think were absolutely possible. So 1111 True Crime deserves a lot of respect for what she actually does. And like I said, this conversation I'm talking about is just the beach theory itself. And I just picked out some important things she actually said. I think this is important. Let's just go through.
Naomi says, hi there, Mama D. I hope you're doing great. And thanks again. Justice for Jay. Absolutely. Okay, give me a 1. Give me a 1 if you think the footage is real. Give me a 2 if you are absolutely on the belief that it is not real. Give me a 3 if you still don't know. You're still not sure, right? Buckshot George, welcome back. He said, what's so interesting about the beach footage is when we hear the name, My Boy Quack Quack, right? And even if you were faking the footage audio, why would you add that? Why would you add that? How would you know to add My Boy Quack Quack to the sound? Sure, okay. We're going to pretend that at this moment we're going to make a fake video and we're going to throw it out there on the internet just to troll people, right? How would you know to add My Boy Quack Quack to the audio at that point? It was a month later before we found out through Ahab and Rocky that Ahab is also known as Quack Quack.
That's absolutely correct. 100%. 100%, because I remember that name coming out much later in the case. Like I said, maybe a month, 5 weeks before I heard the name Quack Quack. And someone sent me a message that there was an Italian mafia guy called Quack Quack, and the double meaning to it is whack whack. And actually someone told me that in the sort of gang Italian name in what it actually meant. And I think it's just too much of a coincidence. And I honestly do believe, like 1111 True Crime, that the video on the beach was a true account of what happened, some of the parts which happened to Jay early on. That I say earlier on, I should really say after the club scenario, him leaving.
All right. Shane doesn't know yet. We have Evelyn, Dens, Katrina, Carolyn, Anita, Rachel. We have a lot of ones. I can't even read them all. We have so many ones. Pucker says exactly. No one knew that name. Let's listen to it. There it was. Hold on a minute, I gotta get my boy Quack Quack.
My point's there. I do think there was a altercation, and I've always believed that Lucy contact Ahab to actually sort it out, or maybe to take Jay away from the situation. And then obviously Jay deteriorated, and I think Ahab may have passed him on to someone else. That is obviously the point of conversation. Was it over rugs, or was it just a revenge from Tom Hilton?
Right, Samar. We listened to the live audio feed. On the live audio feed of that camera, looking over the Los Cristianos and Angels, Piece of Peace, and myself worked together, and we both showing you that is the beach. Everything matches. We have the building matching. We have the flagpoles matching. We have the benches matching. We have those stone things, whatever they are, look like a whale matching. And that's a Chinese restaurant behind there. And you can hear during the day all the people at the restaurant. Now, that would be all quiet at 3, 4 in the morning, right? Or whatever time this happened. Mm-hmm. And you would hear it. You would hear it. That sounds so real to me. Who originally releases footage? I wish I knew who's though. I really do.
Sometimes you get people that know what was going on, maybe on the fringes of things, were actually videoing this and thought it would be, now this case has got big. And some people have got a sick way of thinking, thought it'd be exciting to actually put this out, I think, because there were so many videos that I remember which have either been debunked or been removed by TikTok or YouTube, because it has a strong affiliation with this case, should I say, and get people thinking, and that's what they don't want to do.
Me says Chris debunked it. No, he didn't. He didn't debunk it. He tried to say it's absolutely not real because, one, the video the camera is stationary. So what? This has been cropped. That means I have the leverage within the original picture to move to any part I want, which can appear as though the video or the camera is not stationary. Number 2, Chris Tendergrave said there is absolutely no sound on this camera, and that is absolutely wrong. There is 100% sound.
He's lying because he doesn't want to give us any props in thinking there's a camera there. And obviously he lives out there. He's been down there a lot of the times. And he's thinking that a lot of people are going to believe him because, like I said, he knows the area. He knows what's there at the end of the day. But we aren't silly people.
On this video. Susan Jacobs said, keep going to level 11 justice for Jay. That's right. That's right. I'm never going to accept this theory or narrative that Jay walked off some cliff in the middle of the day in bright sunlight as if he has no brain and he just walked off the cliff, and I doubt Warren will either. Or Debbie, most likely.
That was a little bit a snip of 1111 True Crime. You can actually watch the full episode, like I said, if you haven't already. And it says, the title of it is, do you still have questions in the Jay Slater case like me? Let's chat. There are still a lot of us chasing for justice. And we know that there seems to be like arguments in the camp. Rocky and Abe, no longer friends. Lucy apparently not talking to Abe. Roman on the run. What else is going to go next? All we need is someone to talk. Apparently Brad come out and saying that he was never into rugs and he went there to have a good time, and what happened to Jay happened to Jay. These people are coming out, not enough. They haven't really defended their friend Jay a lot. Brandon, who still hasn't said anything. Lucy, who made one statement and talking rubbish when she has been online. Brad, who's technically told to be quiet and is actually mum Rachel Hargreaves talks to him. Chris and Luggy trying to force people to stay on the narrative. Ayup not talking sense with his videos. Now he hasn't got his buddy. What will he do? Will he go quiet or will he actually talk on? Because like I said, we know there's far more that went on than what we were actually told. Don't forget to subscribe to Streamline Entertainment. This is one of 4 videos. And sorry if I didn't read your messages yesterday. I'm going to get onto it now and reply to a lot of people. Thank you for subscribing, and we march forward for justice for Jay. And don't forget to support 1111 True Crime. We're all fighting together. And we need you, the public, on side. Thank you.